What up, Dokkanners? 50 Dragon Stones are obtainable this weekend from one event alone, but if you factor in all the other events that are going to be obtainable or runnable this weekend, it actually goes up to 75 because you get 11 from Peton, you get 50 from this stupid event, then you get 8 from Super Battle Road or Extreme Super Battle, and you get 6 from this one. So 6 plus 8, 14, 14 plus 11, 25, 25 plus 50, 75. But today's video is going to be focused on the World Tournament. This event is going to be occupying a lot of people's weekends, but if you still want to at least get the Dragon Stones from it, you're gonna have to put a couple of hours of work throughout the weekend so that you can do that. With the 9-year anniversary coming up, with the 10-year anniversary coming up, worldwide download, and now Tanabata being what it is, global players need all the help that they can get. Every stone counts, so make sure you guys do the bare minimum to get all those stones. We're going to be going over the missions, we're going to be going over the characters, we're going to be discussing what sort of placements you want to be targeting for this World Tournament weekend. So with that said, let's jump in. Let's start with the Dragon Stone count, everyone's most important thing. So we're going to be factoring in all the different missions across the different categories here. You got total wins. It's not in a row, it's just getting a total amount of wins. The characters listed are outdated because I am using the Dokkan Wiki. The Dokkan Wiki is dead, so it doesn't get updates anymore. But I just like to count it this way because it's easier to look at, because we've done it before. So let's start from the top here. And I'm not going to be counting the locals, because the locals can give you extra stones, but that only applies to the top 10 in each local bracket. So not factoring that, we got 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, 5 stones right there. 6, 7, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 25, 28, 31, 34, 37. Okay, 37, 38, 40. All right, we're at 40, 41, and then we've got 3 daily missions. So 3 daily missions gives us 3 stones, but you can do this for 3 different days. So 3 times 3 is 9. So that's 9 plus 41. That brings our total to 50. So 50 Dragon Stones are obtainable just from this event. As far as how much time it's going to take, the good news is when you're doing this for the bare minimum 50 stones, you're not racing against other people. You can take your sweet time. You are eliminating the local bracket entirely. You are going to try, you need to at least get 8 wins, not in a row, but just 8 wins in general. As far as the tier, you got to hit maximum Beerus tier, but that is no longer an issue because you can start at times 30. So that will be very easy to obtain. And then for score, in terms of the stone payout, you got to hit, let's see, you got to hit 23 million. I would advise that you go for 30 million. So this is probably going to be the most time consuming portion of it. And then if we look at in a row, as far as getting stone rewards, that ends at 7. So winning 7 world tournaments in a row doesn't seem that taxing, but it still can be. But yeah, those are some of the limits that you have to reach to get all of the Dragon Stones. Hopefully you guys do that. And then of course the extra missions, winning 3 times. This should be fairly doable for people. 50 stones under your belt, that's a free multi. And on the buy 3 get 1 free banners that are going to be happening during the 9th anniversary, 1 multi matters significantly because that gets you that much closer to a free multi, which is very, very nice. So now that we've got the stone count out of the way, let's go over all of the characters that are going to be coming up. First, we have the TUR for a already existing SSR character from World Tournament, from the World Tournament banner specifically, and that is Shen. Shen greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, high chance to stun. Attack and defense plus 150, seals, high chance to dodge, plus an additional chance to dodge plus 10% up to 20 within the same turn with each attack evaded. So he gets dodgier with each dodge that he does for the turn. Plus an additional chance to dodge plus 20% and additional attack plus defense plus 150 as the first attacker in a turn. Okay, so he's a slot 1 unit for Dragon Ball Saga. His categories are fairly low, right? Yeah, not even Dragon Ball Saga. Realm of Gods, World Tournament participants, and Earthbred fighters. Okay. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 150 when attacking as the second or third attacker in a turn. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super within the same turn, plus an additional attack plus 100% for 3 turns after dodging. Dude, this guy's actually pretty good. What the heck? All right, there's your random old Dragon Ball Saga, should be on Dragon Ball Saga character. Why is he not? Oh, it's because it wasn't during when Goku was a kid. Never mind. All right, then we've got the newest LR free-to-play EZA on World Tournament. That is Yamcha LR. So join forces, key +4, 150%, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal, massively lowers defense. This sort of thing matters now because this actually can affect the outcome of a red zone event. Key +5, plus an additional attack and defense plus 150 when performing a super, plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% if it's an ultra super. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super, and if there's another joint versus category ally attacking in the same turn, launches another additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. Plus an additional defense plus 150, and character will be stunned when there's a Peppy Gals category enemy. Plus an additional E +3 attack plus 150, and high chance to dodge when there are no Peppy Gals category enemies. So improvement from what it used to be because it was a static boost before this. Pretty terrible. So with all of these percentage-based increases, he is much, much better. Best Link Buddy is going to be like Tien, Chaozu, and all the Dragon Ball Saga type characters. Actually, Tien, Chaozu is not even close. Oh, Tien right there. Yeah. So not a game changer, but when you factor in Dragon Ball Saga, the main core characters come from World Tournament. So if you're trying to get in on the Dragon Ball Saga hype, whenever that happens, it is going to be a lot based on your exposure to World Tournament. So it is worth getting these characters. You can pick up a copy of the LR from the missions. As you saw here, like, you know, the Gohan, the Kaioken Goku, the Super Saiyan Goku, these guys are older characters, but you just replace those with the characters that we're going to be getting during this World Tournament, and you'll be getting free copies of them basically for doing these sorts of missions. So it's worth it, especially considering 2 of the best easiest coming out of World Tournament will be in the same bracket. Where is the LR obtainable? The LR is obtainable, so Yamcha would be obtained from clearing 20 million points. That's where you get it. Okay. So now let's talk about the World Tournament characters themselves, the TORs. We'll start with Jackie Moon here. So this guy, hello? Take your time. World Tournament 90% lead, greatly raised attack for 1 turn, cause supreme damage, and seals, key +2 attack and defense plus 100%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% when performing a super. Rare chance to dodge, terrible. Attack plus 30% up to 150, and chance to dodge plus 20 up to 60 with each attack received. That's kind of why his dodge chance is terrible. He wants to be getting hit. The more he gets hit, the dodgier he becomes. Defense plus 30 up to 150, and chance to crit plus 20 up to 60 with each attack evaded. So after you get hit a couple of times and dodging becomes more of a common occurrence, then the next part of the passive starts to kick in. I kind of like the character in that regard because it is kind of neat, but it is going to be a little bit of a slow burn. But good news, he survives KO attacks when HP is 10% or more. So he could be a good stall tactic for you. He is a good character in terms of links, in terms of categories. He does fit a lot of the stuff that you want for like Dragon Ball Saga type characters, but he also works outside of it. So there's your Int Jackie Moon. Let's move on to the next one, which is the STR Super Saiyan Vegeta. This guy's EZA is not on par as the other 2. I'm saving the best 2 for last, but still, he is worth checking out. If this website would take any longer, that'd be great. You know, no worries. No worries. No worries. God, why do you suck? Okay, here we go. So the Vegeta's EZA went to the Dokkan Wiki. Dokkan Info is slow. The Dokkan Wiki, new Dokkan Wiki is good. All allies attack and defense plus or HP stats 70%, key +3. So good leader skill for like link leveling. Attack and defense plus 150, plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% when supering, key +1 up to 5, plus an additional attack plus 20% up to 100% with each attack received. Chance to perform a critical hit plus 15% with each attack received up to 60%, and great chance of guarding when there's another Mastered Evolution category ally attacking in the same turn. For the super attack, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers defense and seals super attack. So kind of nice for a free-to-play Vegeta. Not bad. So now let's take a look at the 2 best EZAs. In my opinion, I think that this character is the better EZA, just because of how much more applicable he is to other teams, but a lot of people would argue that the Mr. Buu is. So this guy, the high school Super Saiyan Teen Gohan, superclass key +3, 77%, greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, no comma, no perma, so both are temporary, causes supreme damage with a medium chance to stun, attack and defense plus 158, plus an additional attack and defense plus 58 when supering, reduces damage received by 58%. Superclass allies key +3 attack and defense plus 30%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 58% when there's an extreme class enemy. Attack enemies attack minus 20% for 2 turns when there's an extreme class category, extreme class enemy. So yeah, this is a very nice EZA with some good support, with some good tanking, and with some good nerfing. So I think that this is a fantastic unit overall. The competition is this guy right here. Oh, I changed websites. I'm so tempted to just sit here dead air and just wait. All right, so Mr. Boo, this guy, all types key plus 77%. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and lowers attack. This unit is really, really good. Attack and defense plus 120, plus an additional attack plus 120 when performing a super. Changes int key spheres and key spheres of another type into rainbow. Double orb changing. Attack and defense plus 50%. Recovers 30,000 HP per rainbow key sphere obtained. Crazy. Reduces damage received by 50%. Plus an additional damage reduction of 10% per rainbow key sphere obtained. Count starts from the 3rd key sphere with 2 or more rainbow key spheres. So this is a free-to-play character with crazy stalling, crazy healing, and crazy synergy for Majin power. That is what makes this character so incredibly good. The reason why I still consider the high school Gohan better is just because of the ease of use. This unit can work on categories that are generally easier to operate. More characters are probably in your possession, and it's a pretty basic setup in terms of his abilities. For this one, you have to be picking up rainbow key spheres that could come with some inherent risk, depending on the characters that you're bringing. Also, he's mainly meant to be run with like Majin power, so that's kind of why I lean towards the Super Saiyan Gohan team, but honestly, most people will probably say this one. Both are really, really good. So this is a must-do world tournament just to get these characters. And again, those missions that you do will allow you to pick up at least 1 copy, and then depending on how high you rank, you could get tickets to summon on banners that would feature these characters. Man, Dokkan Info is just not moving today. So now let's talk about the worldwide ranking. So here's the breakdown when it comes to getting the medals to EZA these units. In order to actually Extreme Z Awaken them, you need to have the World Tournament Announcer medals. Those can be obtained from the Baba Shop, but also from your global rank. So if you rank in the top 2,000, you will be able to EZA all 4 TURs in one sitting. If you rank in the top 50,000 worldwide, you'll be able to EZA 3 of them. I would say this is probably the better choice for a lot of you guys, just because the difference between top 2,000 versus top 50,000 is like night and day in terms of the amount of time you're going to have to spend doing the world tournament, cranking it over and over and over on the same event. It's just going to be so incredibly mind-numbing and boring that I don't know if you want to do that to yourself. But hey, it's up to you. With top 50k, you'll be able to EZA 3 TURs. So if you want to just like choose between the 3, you could choose obviously these 2, and then either Jackie Moon or Vegeta, probably Vegeta. So yeah, so 50k is definitely an option. Let me actually let's check out the rewards before we go over all that stuff. So no, we should. Top 200,000 gets you 2 EZA TURs, so this is maybe even better. Forget the Vegeta altogether and just focus on these 2. Top 200k will be very easy. Top 400k gets you 1 EZA TUR. So now let's take a look at the global standings. This is what you get. So number 1 all the way down to top 2,000 gives you the same amount of rewards. Oh, this is not, this is so old. Hold on, let me switch to this one. This, God, Dokkan Wiki. Okay, whatever. Just trust me when I say that the amount of medals that you get is the same. It's actually because of how ridiculous this was that they changed it. Because originally, if you were in the top 10 on planet Earth, not just like local wise, but just top 10 overall, you could actually EZA all 4 units in one go. I was never able to do this because I don't have the patience or the energy to do a top 10 run again. I did it once, I'll never do it again. So they brought it down to 2,000 instead, which was such a smart decision. So I typically end up somewhere between like top 20 and top 100, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on the competition. This time around, it might be a little sweaty because of the characters involved. So be ready for a possible dogfight, but we'll see. Like the first day and a half will really be telling on how this is going to be. So let's go to the 2,000 position. That's on the second page. Yeah. So right here, you'll be getting 2 of these tickets, 3 of the World Tournament tickets. The SSR tickets are what you use to summon on banners that could feature the Gohan and the Mr. Boo. The World Tournament ticket lets you summon on the banner that features characters like Shen. Where's Shen? Where'd he go? This guy. So yeah, top 2,000 versus top 50,000, which is down here, versus top 200,000. I have never ever done a world tournament run this low before, so I actually don't know what it takes. I would imagine probably like an hour a day gets you top like 400,000, so maybe 2 or 3 hours a day gets you 200,000. I have no idea. If you are someone who regularly ranks this low, share your experiences. Like, how much time do you put in? 50k players, let me know how much time you put in. 2,000 players, let me know how much time you put in. The last thing that I want to talk about are the Hercule signatures. These are needed to get those precious metals that allow you to EZA the LRs. We've had 2 LR EZAs up until this point, before the newest one being Yamcha, and they are the Piccolo and the Tien Chaozu. Both are decent for free-to-play characters. So if you want to pick up these, you're going to have to play catch-up. But in order to do this, you're going to have to buy 45 of these medals. Each one of these medals costs you 3 Hercule signatures. So here's the breakdown in terms of local and how that can help you obtain these Hercule signatures. Local is a randomized subsection of players in the entire population. Some think that based on the timing of your entry into the world tournament, it could impact your chances of ending up with a tryhard. I don't think that this is necessarily true. I think this is kind of just the urban legend. So if you are someone who is superstitious or would like to avoid some of the crazy tryhards, it might be advised to take it easy on the first day and let all the tryhards get in there, settle their brackets, and then maybe you can jump in afterwards, maybe not be paired with one of them. But if you do end up in a local bracket with one of them, you're probably not going to get number 1. But the good news is rank 2 or 3 in your local still gets you the same amount of Hercule signatures. So 90 for local rank 1 through 3, 70 for local rank 4 to 10, 60 for rank 11 through 20. So on top of these various tiers, you can also obtain 60 from the world tournament missions themselves. You can also earn 9 from the total 3 days of daily missions, giving you a total of 159, 139, or 129, depending on which bracket you end up in on your local run, and then factoring in the fact that you get all of these other ones. In order to EZA 1 LR, you need 135 of these Hercule signatures, because remember, you need 45 of these. 45 times 3 gets you 135. So if you're trying to go for like Yamcha is here in this shop now. Yamcha's at the bottom. You're gonna have to spend 135 of those, and then you can save whatever you have left over for the next world tournament if you want. Or if you're trying to go for an EZA for the TUR, you need to spend 115 of these Hercule signatures to exchange for the world tournament announcer medals. Also, they have added this new update. So for 100 of these Hercule signatures, you can buy a full EZA pack for a character. Is this for a character? Yeah, this is for 1 TUR character. So that is also cool. If you've been doing a lot of world tournament, you have some of those Hercule signatures left over, you could also spend them on these and still have enough to go for an LR EZA, which is what I would typically recommend. If you rank as low as top 20 local, so if you just really don't care about world tournament, you end up down here, right, which is far less demanding, and you complete all missions overall, you will earn enough to EZA 1 TUR. So let's just say your only mission through this entire weekend is to do the 50 Dragonstone grind, get your 50 Dragonstones, and then get this guy's EZA medals. If you want to do that, bare minimum, go for top 20 local, and then do all the missions, and you'll be able to do just that. So I tried to give several different instances for people. Depending on how intense you want to go in the world tournament, this could help you kind of gauge how far you're going to go. For me, I'm going to go pretty crazy. Most of you shouldn't. It takes a lot of stones to grind world tournament competitively. I would strongly advise against that. Focus on getting your 50 stones, getting out, doing the bare minimum so that you guys can be ready for next week. 9th anniversary countdown, baby, and then 9th anniversary overall. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments if... Did I miss anything? Wait, actually, I mean, I'm not even asking you guys. I'm legitimately curious. Did I miss anything? I think we went over all the EZAs. Yeah, we did. Let me know in the comments what you think about World Tournament happening right before the anniversary. Are you going to do it? Are you going to be trying very hard on this World Tournament? If so, what is your target rank? What is your normal routine like for World Tournament? And let me know, depending on what rank you typically go, how much effort does it take you on average during a weekend to reach that goal? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you know you're going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.